Hey guys, I still don't know how I'm going to name this look or video, but this is the makeup that I'm going to be showing you step by step today. It's halo eyes in orange with like a galaxy dark deep blue. I went again for a grungy glam look, but in a more, I guess, alternative colors. I don't know. So first of all, I started with the Smashbox Shape Matters palette as always, and I'm going to use this tone over here that is for the brows. I'm going to use a brow brush. I believe this one is from Makeup Forever and I freaking adore it. So I'm going to just put the eyeshadow or whatever inside my eyebrows and give them the shape I want. Then I am going to take this concealer that is the True Match concealer from L'Oreal, which I do not appreciate at all, but I have it here and I just want to use it before buying a new one. So I'm going to use this to prep my lids. First of all, I'm going to take a liner brush and I'm going to use this with the concealer to correct my eyebrows in the part of like the lower part, not the upper part, and make that more perfect, kind of like ordered. I don't know. Then I'm going to buff in all the rest of the concealer on the lid. Why I can't speak? Bleh. Okay. So then I continue with this palette that it's the White Peach from Too Faced, which I'm loving and it's the first time I use. I'm using the first color of all, which is the brighter and lighter one, just to seal and set all the concealer that I put on my lid and to prepare the eye for the eyeshadows. So then I passed to this eyeshadow over here that was the blue shimmery galaxy dark deep tone that I was talking about, that I completely fell in love with, as you can see. I'm going to put this over my crease and I'm going to create a cat eye with a triangular outer corner. First of all, I'm just like packing this in so to take the most out of the pigment. And then I'm going to take this brush over here that it's more a fluffy brush, and I'm going to smoke out the edges. So then I go back to this concealer again, and I'm going to use this to cut the center of my crease to create this halo eye look. I never go for halo eye look. I have no idea why I did this time. I just felt like it and I liked how it looked. I wouldn't do it again, but I don't know, it's not my favorite, but it worked. I don't know. So then I'm going to this shade over here that it's probably the shade that made me buy this palette. It's orange neon pastel shimmery but matte at the same time tone, which actually smells amazing too. I'm going to pack this in over the part where I put concealer in, and I'm going to use this using a tapping motion so that I can get the most out of the pigment. Then I'm going to use a liner from Unique, and I do not recommend this one either, although they sent this to me, but whatever. And I'm going to use the same concealer as an foundation because I really want to finish this concealer. Plus, it's actually my real face tone and not a lighter value like I would like for a concealer. So I might as well use it as a foundation. Then I'm going back to this palette. As you can see, there's no leftovers with me. We use everything here. I'm going to use this tone over here that is a powder just to set all the foundation. I don't have a concealer, so I'm skipping that step, but I wouldn't normally, so don't do it. And I'm going to just set my whole face. Then I go back to the deep blue and I'm going to do my lower lash line. I'm going to first use like an eyebrow or liner brush just to put it in the place I want it to be, and then I'm going to smoke it out just the same as the part before with a fluffy brush, a smaller one in this case. Back to the Smashbox palette, I'm going to use this bronzy warm tone to do my contouring. And first of all, I'm going to put it below my cheekbones and really blended it out, because at first it was a little bit patchy, but then it worked. And with a flat brush, I'm going to do the contouring of my nose. Then I'm passing again to the white peach palette, and I'm using this peach tone, and I'm going to use this one as a blush. I absolutely loved how this looked. I'm probably going to use this tone as a blush for a while, because I don't know, I feel it's the most natural blush I've ever used, except that I put so much that it's not natural anymore, but the tone was, I don't know. And then I'm going to put it under the tip of my nose as always, because I love it. I don't know what this does. Yeah, I always drop my brushes. I'm so clumsy. I don't even know what I was saying. We're going to use this same palette. I'm going to use the highlighter. I know you can't even see that there's left there, but there is, as you can see now. And I'm going to put it on my cheekbones a little bit. I'm going to connect it with there, because I feel it make everything make more sense. A little bit on my chin and in the upper part of my lip. I don't know how that's called, cupid bow, I think. Then with a pencil brush, I'm going to put it in my inner corners, my eyebrow bone, and my favorite part, highlighting the nose. I'm going to put it on the bridge of my nose in a very thin line, because that's what make my nose look snatched. And then a dot on the tip of my nose, what makes it look more pointy, I guess that's the word. I'm going to use the NYX Dewy Finish setting spray, and I'm going to set this whole thing. While this is drying, I'm going to pass to the NYX Lingerie matte liquid lipstick. I didn't use this tone in a long time, and I used to love this. And I went for this because I wanted a neutral tone, but at the same time not a soft one. I don't know if that makes any sense. Then I'm going to use the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I used about 3 layers of this. I think with 3 layers of this, it's almost exactly the same than having fake lashes, but they don't come out, so it's great. And then I go back again to the same tone of the Smashbox Shape Matters palette that I used for my eyebrows, and with a pencil tiny brush that I previously dumped in water, I'm going to make some, it's not like freckles, it's between freckles and I don't know how to say them, you know what I mean. Anyways, so here is the finished look. I was so tired, I didn't know how to pose to show it, so I was just whatever. But anyways, if you liked how this looked, or if you just had fun watching it or whatever, please give this video a like, subscribe, click the notification bell, and see you in the next one.